Today, President Trump's administration said it will partially fund SNAP after a pair of judges' rulings required it to keep the food aid program running. KCCI senior reporter Todd Magel is live at the State House for us tonight with what happens next. Todd.
Well, Ben, we're learning more about this SNAP partial payment plan from Iowa Congressman Randy Feenstra. He was in Des Moines today, and he says he realizes that Iowans are very upset about the shutdown.
We're doing our best, but it's unsustainable. The need is record and rising.
Congressman Randy Feenstra was in Des Moines Monday and toured the Food Bank of Iowa. Food banks across the state are scrambling to help feed hungry Iowans who didn't get their SNAP cards refilled this week. Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, provides $45 million a year to 270,000 Iowans. So when that money disappears, it's a huge loss.
It's shameful for government to have been shut down. It really is. And it puts people in a pinch.
Feenstra says the best way to restore SNAP is to reopen the federal government. Until that happens, 2 federal judges have ordered the Trump administration to keep the program running. It's not clear how much beneficiaries will receive or when the benefit will show up on the debit cards they use to buy groceries. The process of loading the SNAP cards, which involves steps by state and federal government agencies and vendors, can take up to 2 weeks. The average monthly benefit is usually about $190 per person.
We have discussions tomorrow morning on what this is going to look like and how it's going to be unfolding. We're also having discussions of how do we get government open.
Feenstra, a Republican, blames Democrats. Democrats blame Republicans. Hungry Iowans are paying the price.
We're all in this together. I mean, we're all part of this country, and it's pain to see somebody that's not going to have food or have food insecurity or going to go to bed tonight going, am I going to have enough dollars to buy groceries?
And we also reached out to the Iowa Department of Human Services to see if they have any guidance on when these payments could start and how much they will be. We did not hear back about that yet today. Now, Congressman Feenstra says partial SNAP payments certainly will help, but he says he hopes the federal government can reopen as soon as possible. He's hearing that might happen as soon as Thursday. We'll stay tuned. We're live at the State House. Todd Magel, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
Yeah, I mean, Todd, the sooner the better, obviously. Thank you.